I don't understand. What does pre-trib or post-trib mean? Where exactly are the people expected to be saved? Before famine or after famine? Before moon darkens or after? Just confused. I know. There's a lot going on, and people who study it just kind of throw the words out without much explanation just because they've used the words a lot. So there is a vocabulary to eschatology, and pre-trib and post-trib and mid-trib are kind of the big words. Now, there are other things called like amillennial and things like that, but pre-trib and post-trib and mid-trib. The trib stands for the tribulation, the great tribulation. This is a period of 7 years where there's just a great time of trouble in the world, especially the second 3.5 years. This is God's judgment on the sinful people of the world, and it's also his preparation for the return of Christ. So what this is referring to is the debate on when the rapture is going to happen. Now, the rapture comes from this passage, and it simply means to be caught up. We will be caught up. We will be raptured to him. And the debate is it a part of his second coming? Is it 7 years before his second coming? Is it 3.5 years before? Or is it somewhere in between during this rapture? We know it's part of it because he comes, he returns at the end, and we know that we'll be with him when he returns. There's not much debate on that. But the question is, when does the catching up happen? Now, I firmly believe that it's at the last trumpet, as Paul says in this passage. And every passage that talks about any indication that we are caught up is always in sync with the return of Christ.